You know, it's funny, we spend so much time wrapped in the colors of our canvases, roundabout art deals and whatnot. Sometimes we forget the strokes that paint our own selves. I've spent today indulging in a sort of a self-reflection exercise. Thought about the big switch, the paradigm shift that happened when I jumped ship from the corporate kingdom to embrace art. Looked back on the good and the bad, the crossroads and milestones. Turns out, even though it was chaotic at times, I wouldn't change a thing about it. It's like the time I paint in abstract, vibrant and bold, my paintbrush free to etch stories of varying hues. There's something liberating about it. Reviewing my own life story felt somewhat similar. But you know the best part? I actually have been thinking about sharing this journey in the form of a self-reflection workshop. I ran this by Nikki, and she seems to think it's a good idea. She's always there with a kind word, eager to see me succeed. Look at where dreams can take you, huh? From a corporate drone, caged within 4 white walls, to a passionate artist who's now possibly going to host a workshop about career changes and pursuing passions. Ah, man, and remember I ran into Peter the other day at the digital platform meet? Even though he's all about tech art collaborations, he was surprisingly interested. By the way, did Nikki tell you about the Baroque piece she snagged today? Oh, it's going to be a sight, meshed against the backdrop of contemporary decor. Let's plan a catch-up around it. It's bound to be an enlightening art symposium of our own, and I'm eager to see your take on it. Look at us, a couple of art enthusiasts rambling about paintings and personal growth. Can't deny, these conversations have a charm of their own. I miss these talks. It's a different shade of inspiration when it's born out of shared passion, don't you think? Did I ever tell you about Jack, the architect buddy of mine? Had him give me an exclusive tour today. You'd think with all those tight deadlines he'd be a stickler, right? Nope. Spirited as a school kid on a field trip. Guy knows his architecture and his enthusiasm for building design, it's contagious. Funny how you end up seeing a city you thought you knew in a new light, eh? And honestly, I think you would have appreciated this trip. Art, after all, is not just confined to a canvas, right? It's in the streets, in the buildings, the architectural charm of this city, just waiting to be sketched. Man, I felt like Columbus discovering new lands. Only my compass was my charcoal pencil, and my land, these hidden artistic nooks of the city. Came up with a wild idea too. Why not encapsulate these remarkable finds into a visual diary, each nook a page depicting the cityscape through the art lens? When I told Nikki about it, she loved the concept. Relishing in our own rediscovery of the city, it's all about the journey and how amazing it would be to host an exhibit sharing the essence of our city. Right? But then again, it's one thing to conceptualize, and another to find a gallery willing to showcase it. After I shared my next obstacle, Nikki jumped in, again, claiming she'd pull some strings. I tell you, man, I've got some fabulous art folks backing me up. Makes the chaos a bit comforting. Speaking of chaos, did you try that green tea fusion Nikki keeps yapping about? We artists sure do know how to blend chaos and comfort, don't we? Just like our art, the perfect blend of imagination run wild, with a dash of calming clarity. Oh, before I forget, Nikki's awesome idea of an artsy holiday? Picture this, warm fire, twinkling stars, wine, gingerbread, and us sketching till dawn. Sounds relaxing and exciting, doesn't it? Want to tag along? Alright, I'm rambling, ain't I? There's this raw piece I'm working on that's hollering for my attention. Guess what? Today I ended up organizing an exhibition showcasing the evolution of my career in fine arts. Can you believe it? Me, pulling a sort of artistic rewind back to where it all began. There's something raw about walking down your own memory lane, staring at some old sketches and paintings from way back when, and seeing how far you've come. Seeing this stuff just reminds me why I quit that corporate jungle to pursue what truly moved me, art. And it got this crazy idea brewing in my head. Why not share this journey with others? Why not put it all out there for the world to see, So that's what I have been doing all day today. I mean, Steve, that potential investor, he seemed quite interested in the whole idea. Pretty cool, huh? Sounds like something straight out of a movie, but it's my life. If this goes well, man, who knows? Your buddy Drew might just hit the big league. Also, you remember Nikki? Yeah, she's been a real champion through all of this. She seems to think showcasing a career journey in an art exhibit isn't just innovative, but has a charm of its own too. Besides, she suggested I bring this up in the art club. Part of me is jittery as hell thinking about it. You know me and big crowds. It's like I staring into the mouth of a shark. But Nikki claims it's just fellow artists, not a den of lions. Sounds amazing and terrifying simultaneously. Then again, out of chaos comes the best art, right? You know, could use your soundboard for this, 'cause you're great at grabbing that chaos and turning it into something structured and logical, like that time you helped me prototype that abstract piece. Isn't it funny? Here we are, a couple of artists dealing with growth, art, chaos, the whole messy and beautiful mix of life. Makes me somewhat nostalgic, stirring up that raw, youthful energy we used to channel into our sketches back at Yale. Boy, back in the day, we didn't even know what brush to pick, and now look at us, debating over exhibitions, themes, and God help us, even investors.